Hey you, and welcome to our first lesson. In this lesson, we will talk about the very basics of English. We'll start with the alphabet. We will talk about the consonants, the vowels, and the verb to be. What are they? How to use them? What different forms of verb to be are there? And how to use verb to be in different situations. We'll also talk about how to introduce yourselves and how to introduce others, and much, much more. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's start. As I said, we will start with the very basic, which is the English alphabet. Now we know that the alphabet consists of 26 letters, right? Those alphabet are divided into two sections, two groups. First group we call the vowels, and the second group we call the consonants. Now what are the vowels and what are the consonants? Let's see. So let's start with the vowels. The vowels are built from these, here you go, these 5 letters. A, E, I, O, U. 5 letters. The rest of the English letters are called the consonants. There are 21 letters. So let's talk about the letter Y. The letter Y is a bit different, because sometimes it acts as a consonant, but other times it acts as a vowel. So we call it a semi-vowel. It's not completely a vowel, nor is it a complete consonant. Knowing how vowels and consonants work together make the word sounds better, and it will help you with your spellings and with your pronunciation. This is very important. Okay, so let's start by looking at the vowels. We have 2 types of vowels. This is where most English learners, especially beginners, get confused, because there are 2 types of vowels. There is a short vowel and there is a long vowel. Now, what is the difference? The pronunciation. Let's see. We have the letter A. Let's change the color to black. Okay? We have the letter A. So the letter A has 2 sounds. The short sound, which is ah, and the long sound, which is a. Each vowel has 2 sounds, the short sound and the long sound. The long sound is normally the exact same sound as the letter itself. So, a. Short, apple, apple. Arrow, ant. Long sound, a, as in 8, gate, ape. So, as you noticed, when we are saying the letter A in the long sound, we're using the actual letter ape, gate. All right, let's take a look at the letter E. E, short sound, is eh. Not E, eh. The long sound for the letter E is E, the letter E itself. Let's take a look at some vocabularies. Egg, bed, bed. Red, red. These are all short forms of the vowel E. Now let's take a look at the long vowel E. Long vowel E is the letter itself. E, as in ear. Eat. Fear. E. All right, let's move on and take a look at the letter I. The letter I, short vowel is E. Not I, E. And the long vowel for the letter I is I, the letter I itself. Let's take a look at some words. Ink. Fit. Igloo. Let's take a look at the long vowel. I, bite, bite, white, ice. All right, last one is the letter U. Okay, the letter U is a little bit tricky. The short sound for the letter U is and the long sound is U. Okay, uncle, uncle, fun, fun, umbrella, umbrella. Long vowel U is cute, cute, mute, mute, university, university, U. All right, these are the short and the long sounds of the vowels. Let's move on to verb to be. Verb to be is basically a linking verb, a linking verb. It's used to link the sentence. Verb to be is part of a larger family that is called the auxiliaries. Auxiliaries. What are the auxiliaries? The auxiliaries are all helping verb. Today, we will only talk about verb to be, which is the first family in the auxiliary. What does it link? Verb to be, what does it link? It links the subject in the sentence to a complement. What's a complement? A complement, it could be an adjective or an object of the sentence. This is called the sentence complement. All right? What do we use verb to be? Why do we use verb to be? We use verb to be when there is no action described in the sentence. Okay? When there is no action described in the sentence, we use the verb to be. It helps in linking the subject, the doer, to the complement. Complement here could be the object, it could be an adjective, or others. Okay, now there are three forms of the verb to be. There are the affirmative, which means the positive, and there is the negative, and there is a question form. The affirmative form, like she is a doctor, she is a doctor, or he is a pilot. The negative form is she is not a doctor, or he is not a pilot. The question form, is he a doctor, or is she a doctor? Is he a pilot? That is the question form. Now, let's take a look at the first form, which is the affirmative, the positive. The affirmative is used when we want the verb to confirm something about the subject, about the doer of the sentence. We use verb to be as linking verb between other classes of words. Meaning, it gives more details about the condition of the subject. It gives more details about the condition of the subject. Verb to be is used with nouns, adjectives, or prepositional phrases. Nouns, it means a place, a person, a name, a thing, an event, a quality. Those are nouns. Then we have adjectives. Adjectives modify nouns. What does that mean? It means they describe nouns. Like words that tell us more about the noun. For example, if I say long road, the road is a noun, long is an adjective. What does it do? It describes the road. If I say tall man, man is the noun, tall is the adjective. It describes the noun. Prepositional phrases or complements. This is a combination of a preposition and other elements of the sentence. A preposition, what are the prepositions? Like on, in, at, from, by. Those are the prepositions. When we have a preposition and another element of the sentence, it's called a prepositional phrase. It means it's a combination. It has two parts or more. Okay, now what are the verbs to be? Verbs to be are basically is, am, are. or am, are, are. Am is used with I am. Is used with he, she, or it. He, she, it. So we say he is, she is, it is. Are is used for plural, like we are, they are, you are. All right, it's very important. You have to know the difference. Am is with I, is with he, she, it, are with we, you, they. So this is the form of the verb to be. This is all in the present simple. Am, is, are. Yeah. Simple present. Now, subject, which is are, you, we, they, he, she, it, followed by the form of the verb to be, am, is, or are, followed by a complement. Let's see. I am responsible. I am responsible. Okay, this describes me as a person. I am responsible. He is happy. She is a doctor. It is cute. We are tired. You are a good friend. They are good friends in plural. Now, we always use am with I. We covered that. We always use is with he, she, it. We always use we with plurals, you, they, and plural subjects or nouns. All right, let's move on and take a look at other interactions with verb to be. We have that and there. That is, there is. That is my bag. There is my bag. We use is with that and this. We use there is with singular noun. Now notice, there could be also used with plurals. So we use there is if we're talking about one thing. We use there are if we have more than one thing, if we have plurals. We use those are if the thing is further, if it's a little far, we say those are my children. Those are my children. If it's close, we say these are my books. These are my books. If we use there with plurals, we always say there are. There are, depending on the subject. If it's depending on the object, if it's plural or if it's singular. If it's plural, we say there are dogs in the yard. There are dogs in the yard. Or if it's singular, we say there is a dog in the yard. That means one. Okay, so let's review here real quick. We use is with that or this. We use there is with singular noun. We use are with these or those. We use there are with plural nouns. Okay, so there could be used with is or are. Is for singular, are for plural. Those and these are always used with plural. Those and these. Those are if they're far away, these if they're near. All right, now let's talk about contraction. And what is a contraction? Contraction, it means it combines two words. We have one word and another word and we combine them. We merge them together. That is called a contraction. We make a contraction with the subject pronoun and is, am, or are. Okay, so we take the subject pronoun and we combine it with am, is, or are. We remove a letter and we put an apostrophe instead. What's an apostrophe? This is an apostrophe on the top, like here. All right, let's take the first one. I am. We contract it by saying I am a student. You are, your. You are, your. So we remove the A and we put an apostrophe. So it became you're a student. She is a student. She's a student. We remove the I and we put an apostrophe to show that there is a letter that was removed, that was contracted. He is a student. He's a student. It is. It is a dog. It is a dog. It's a dog. We are. We're. Okay, notice the pronunciation here. We are. We don't say were. That's a completely different word. Were is different. We say we're. We're. All right? And we put the contraction right here, showing that we removed the A. We are students. They are. They're. They're. Not there. They're. They are students. They're students. Apostrophe right here. There's a pet store. There's a pet store. Here's a bag. Here's a bag. Focus on the pronunciation, okay? That is, that's, that is, that's a bag. All right. So we put the apostrophe Y to show that we have removed the letter. Okay. Let's take a look at the next one. Cat is, dog is. All right. Here in this case, we're not using the verb to be. We're using the actual noun, the actual subject, cat or dog. Still, we can contract the verb to be that follows. So we say cats. The cat's hungry. Dog is. The dog's cute. Okay, so we can use it with the pronouns as we did here, are, you, he, she, it, or we can use it with the actual subject, the actual noun. Cats, dogs. A fox is a relative of a dog. A fox is relative to a dog. Now that doesn't sound right. Why? Because it's not. If the last letter is X or SE or S, we never use contractions. Okay, keep that in mind. Here, you see these letters right here? Let's see. S, S-E, C-E, G-E, Z-E, S-H, C-H, or X. If the word ends with any of these, we never use contraction. It would be wrong. Okay, so what do? We just use the verb to be as it is. So we say a fox is. We can't say foxes. Foxes, that will make it sound plural. Okay, so we don't use foxes, mouses, this is. I mean, if it sounds wrong, that means probably is. So just keep those in mind. S, S-E, C-E, G-E, Z-E, S-H, or C-H, or X. We don't use contraction if the word ends with these. All right, let's do a quick exercise. Now, let's see. Fill in the blanks with a verb to be, then write in the short form. Okay, so first we need to figure out which verb to be to use. Then we need to use the contracted form, or the short form of the verb. All right, we'll do this together. I want a cat. My friend has a cat with new kittens. There, 7 cats, and they need a home. So, which verb to be do we use? We have 7 kittens. What does that mean? Plural. So the correct verb to be is, you got it. It's are. So I need to twist it. I can't write straight. That is terrible writing. Let me do that again. Or better. I want a cat. My friend has a cat with new kittens. There are 7 kittens, and I need some. All right, what is the short form? The short form is there are. Now, this is, just to mention, this is, grammatically, this is correct. But technically, nobody says there are. It's not a common thing. Okay, so we say there are. Grammatically, it is correct, but it's weird. Nobody says there are. But, you know, still correct. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Cat's a big responsibility. Cat's a big responsibility. So what is the verb to be? Of course, it's are again. Why? Because this is plural. Are. Cats are a big responsibility. Why? Because, you know, if you have a cat, you need to take care of the cat, look after it, feed it, clean it. It's a big responsibility. What is the short form? What is the short form? Now, this is a tricky question. Do we say catsar? Do we say catsar? Remember, we said if it ends with an S, we don't give it a short form. So, there is no short form here. Cats are. That's it. She afraid of cats. Now here we have she. How many is she? Is one. Okay? One female, she. So, yes, that's right. Correct answer here is, because we're talking about one. Singular. She is afraid of cats. What's the short form? Of course, there is a short form because it's she's. Next one. It, summer now. It, summer now. Correct answer is yes, you guessed it. Is. It is summer now. Short form, that is just terrible. Let me do it again. Ooh. All right. She is afraid of cat. She's. We deleted this accidentally. It is summer now. It's. That, my bag. That, my bag. How many bags? Just one. So, right. That is my bag. Short form, that's. Last one. I, a writer. We said with I, we always use am as a verb to be. So, I am a writer. Short form, All right, well done. Good job, everybody. All right, let's move on and see uses of verb to be. We use verb to be as a descriptive form. What does that mean? To describe the subject. So we say, I am patient. I am patient. So we use the verb to be with patient. This is a description. Description means adjective, because you know adjectives are used to describe nouns. A vet is an animal doctor. A vet is an animal doctor. Here, this is called classification. What is classification? It is a definition of the subject. It means this is as this subject is classified. He is a vet. He is an animal doctor. Animal doctor is what vet means. That means the definition of a vet. So another one, another use is location. It means where is the place. What does that mean? My dog is in the yard. That is my dog's location. My dog is in the yard. Location. This dog is from Australia. This dog is from Australia. That means origin. Where is his dog from? Place of origin. The dog is cold. The dog is cold. It's cold outside. Physical reaction to temperature. We always use verb to be to describe physical reaction to temperature. Weather. That's what temperature is. It means the weather. Cold, hot, warm, humid. He is 3 years old. He is 3 years old. That is age. So we use it with age. I am hungry. Physical or emotional state. I'm hungry. I'm angry. Both. Physical or emotional state. There are books for students. There are books for students to show something exists. What does exist? Exist, it means it's there. It's there, therefore it exists. Okay, so there are books for students to show that something exists. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. time. So let's double check here. With a description or adjective, we use verb to be. Classification or definition of the subject, we use verb to be. Location, place of origin, physical reaction to temperature or weather, we use it with age. Physical or emotional state, something that exists to show it's there, and time. All right, let's do a quick exercise to make sure that you don't forget. We can cheat a little and go back and look if it will help. So we'll do this exercise together. My dog is small. My dog is small. This is what? To talk about the dog size, right? My dog is small. So which one is it? Of course, it's the first one. It's description. We're describing the dog. My dog is small. Small is an adjective. We use verb to be with adjectives. All right, so here, this one is adjective. Adjective. I'm not happy with writing on this iPad because I'm not used to it. Well, to be honest, my handwriting is not much better. I'm so used to typing. I am hungry. I am hungry. So what is that? I am hungry. Yes, it is a physical or an emotional state. Right here, physical or emotional state. I'm hungry. It's fun to have a pet. It's fun to have a pet. Now, which one is that? It's fun to have a pet. It's emotional state because you think it's fun to have a pet. There are a lot of pens in my bag. There are a lot of pens in my bag. So which one is that? That is, there are a lot of pen in my bags, something that exists. Oh, we're not writing. I am hungry. This is physical state. And it's fun to have a pet. This is emotional state. This is my feelings. And there are pens in my bag. Exist. All right, let's move on. She is from the United States. Origin, that's where she's from. Place of origin. It means that's where you come from. The course is at 8 a.m. Time. It is cold there. It is cold there. Of course. Temperature or, all right, here, see? Where is it? It is cold there. Right here. This is physical reaction to temperature or weather. So we'll just write weather. Last one, you are 17 years old now. You are 17 years old now. So that is age. Okay, so now let's talk about the negative form of verb to be. Basically, the negative form, we just add not. Okay, so I am not. You are not. She is not. All right. I am not, she is not, he is not, it is not, you are not, we are not, they are not. Okay, for I, we always use am and then we add not. He, she, it, we use is, then we add not. For plurals, you, we, they, we put are and then we add not. Can we contract it? It's I am not, they are not. It's too long. Can we make it shorter? Of course. So, I am not will become not. Not. You are not will become you're not. You're not. We are not will become we're. Focus on the pronunciation. It's we're, not were. We're not. They're not. He's not. She's not. It's not. Okay, now we can also say You aren't. We can't say am not. That is the only way we can use am with for contraction. But for you, we can say you aren't. You can either say you're not or you aren't. With we are not, we can say we aren't. They are not, they aren't. He's not, he isn't. She's not, she isn't. It's not, it isn't. Both are correct. Okay? Whatever you're comfortable with, use that one. All right. Now, question forms. Question forms is I am a student. Am I a student? So basically we reverse. We take the verbs to be and we begin the sentence with. Okay? Instead of saying I am a student, this is affirmative or positive statement. I am a student. Am I a student? Am I? Notice the tone changes, the intonation changes because now we are asking a question. Instead of saying I'm a student, we're saying am I a student? You are patient. Are you patient? Are you patient? We are home. Are we home? They are happy. Are they happy? She is a doctor. Is she a doctor? He is from Canada. Is he from Canada? It is my bag. Is it my bag? All right. Now, what is a short answer? Short answer is basically we use the same verb to be that comes in the question and we repeat it again with either yes or no. Except for am. With am, we will use are. I am a student. Am I a student? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. Why we will use are here? Because we have you. With you, we always use are. Okay? You are patient. Are you patient? Yes, you are. Whoops. Let's do it again. Yes, you are. We are home. Are we home? No, we aren't. Or no, we are not. Both are correct. We can say no, we aren't, or we can say no, we're not. Are they happy? No, they aren't. Yes, they are. Or we can say no, they're not. We can say no, they aren't, or we can say no, they're not. She is a doctor. Is she a doctor? Yes, she is. Or no, she isn't. Or no, she's not. Okay, but whether it's positive, we say yes. If it's negative, we say no. We use the exact same verb to be from the question. So here, the verb to be is, and then in the question, it's is, so in the answer, it still is. He is from Canada. Is he from Canada? Yes, he is. Or no, he isn't. Or no, he is not. No, he isn't. Or no, he's not. Depending on which one you're comfortable with. It is my bag. Is it my bag? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, greeting is a very important part of the English language for beginners because, you know, that is how you meet people. That's the first thing that you say to other people is you greet them. What does that mean? Greeting, it means just saying hello. Okay, that is what greeting is all about. There are different ways to greet people. There is, greeting, there is a formal way and there is a casual way, okay? And there is a very casual way. Formal, it means like, you know, like at the office, or if you, you know, say hello to your superior, someone who is at a higher level than you in the office or in your company, at work, or you meet someone you don't know for the first time. Normally, we use formal greetings. Casual greetings is what you use with your friends or with people you know. Okay, so there are different ways we greet people or welcoming people. That's what greeting means. Greeting means welcoming someone. Okay, so first we have when we're meeting people formally for the first time, we greet them by shaking hands and saying like, how do you do, or pleased to meet you. Okay, notice how do you do is not really a question. It's just that it's just a different way of saying hello, but very formally. You reply to this greeting by repeating it. So if somebody says, how do you do? You say, how do you do back. That's it. How do you do? How do you do? Shaking hands, well, it depends on what part of the world you're from. If you're in America and Europe, normally you shake hands for the first time when you meet someone, but someone you don't normally shake hands with when you meet them repeatedly. But other parts of the world, like in the Middle East, it's impolite if you don't shake hands. You have to, otherwise you're considered rude. Okay, so when young people meet, normally you just say high five or fist bump or, what's up, what's going on? Just very casual. Generally, we don't greet, generally, those are the main forms of the greetings that we use. Okay, like hi, hello, or time greetings like good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? How do you do? How do you do? Or how is it going? How is it going? We will talk now about introducing ourselves. Let's practice to introduce yourself. This is very connected to greetings because that is how you introduce yourself. You have to start with a greeting, okay? So, for example, you say, hi, I am Amaar, I am your teacher. Or, nice to meet you, I am Amaar and I'm your teacher. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Let me introduce myself. I'd like to introduce myself. These are different ways of how you can introduce yourself. So either you start with or hi, and then you say your name. Nice to meet you, say your name. Pleased to meet you, say your name. Let me introduce myself. I'd like to introduce myself. I am. Now, how do you introduce other people? If you have someone with you, or you're meeting a friend and you have another person that your friend doesn't know, and the other person doesn't know your friend, and you want them to get acquainted. What does that mean? It means, know each other. So you say, for example, Jack, please meet Nicholas. Jack, please meet Nicholas. Or you can say, Jack, have you met Nicholas? Jack, have you met Nicholas? Or you can say, I'd like you to meet Lisa. I'd like you to meet Lisa. You can also say, I'd like to introduce you to Betty. I'd like to introduce you to Betty. Or we can say, Leela, this is Barbara. Barbara, this is Leela. There are different ways. All are correct. Okay. Let's take a look at nouns. Some new vocabularies. What is the meaning of a country? A country is basically where you live, where you come from. Okay? Countries are like the USA, Egypt, Italy, Syria. Countries. I love my country. He is from my country. That means we come from the same place or from the same country. All right, now what's the meaning of family? Family is, yes, those people that live in your house. Those are your family, okay? There are parents, children, brothers, sisters, a group of people that, are related. They are a family. They live in your house, they eat your food, those people. Yes, they call their family. She comes from a big family. She comes from a big family. Money. What is money? Oh, okay, if you don't know money, then you are not from this world. Money is a currency. We use it to buy things and sell things. And, that is the money. All right, like dollars, euros, pounds, and whatever there is. All right, what is a problem? A problem, it means a difficulty that you face. A difficulty that you face. Something that is, when you say that is a big problem, it means that's so difficult to overcome. That's a big problem. Question, what does that mean? A question, it means it's a statement that we say to find information about something. Like for example, oh, and it always ends with a question mark, which is this, question mark. All right, so a statement to find information or to get information ends with a question mark. Like for example, can I ask you a question? Or where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, so a statement to get information. A story, what is a story? A story is a series of events are told in an interesting way. Like for example, he always reads a bedtime story to his children. He always reads a bedtime story to his children. Thing, what is thing? You always hear this word, thing, something, anything, thing. What's thing? Thing, it means an object or an item. We call it a thing. All right? Give me that thing over there. Normally we use thing for something that we forgot what, the word for. So give me that thing. What is that thing? What do you call that thing? Did you see that thing? Thing. Way. Way, it means a style or a road. Okay, like for example, I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you talk. That means the style that you talk, the style that you use to talk. Or you can say a road. This is the shortest way to my house. This is the shortest way to my house. So, we're done with today's lesson. Let's do a quick recap. Verb to be. Am, is, are. Those are all in the present form. Am, is, are. Affirmative, which is positive, it means subject plus the verb to be. He is, she is, they are, we are, I am. Okay? We use it with the adjectives, we use it with emotional or physical states, and so on. Negative form of the verb to be, same thing, but we add not after the verb to be. I'm not, he's not, she's not, they're not. Contractions, it means we can combine two words to make it in a short form. I am not, I'm not, he is not, he's not, or he isn't. She is not, she's not, or she isn't. Different forms. All right. Normally when we make a question, the verb to be moved to the beginning of the sentence. So it's, am I a student? Yes, you are. No, you're not. This is called a short answer. Is she sick? Yes, she is. No, she is not. Or no, she isn't. Okay. That's it. We will just do a quick quiz, or you will just do a quick quiz, and it'll be so easy. If you have any difficulty, just go back to the lesson, and you'll be able to do it. Easy peasy.